is the ooh, there's more people. Is the visuals as dark for you as it is for me? Because it seems I get some issues here. It was working before. Come on, don't do this to me. Hmm. Hmm. All right, because it's pretty dark on my end, and I'm not sure if I like it. Uh, okay, let's try this and back again. No. Oh well, if you say it's okay, I will leave it as is because I might just fuck it up too much. Anyway, cześć, siema, jak leci, Adi here. Another Sunday, so you know what that means. It means a weird branch with me, or for me. It's a little dark. Yeah, that's what I mean. And it's not delight because it was clear moments ago. Uh, well, there will be shadows, but this will work a bit better for now. I will figure out the calm later. Anyway, so there was a poll on Twitter. If you missed that, that's on you. If you didn't miss and you voted something other than Japanese, we'll get there another day. Because for today, we take a look into a Japanese self-defense force rations. Technically, Japan doesn't have an army; they just got self-defense forces. I think it's something that was stipulated after World War II, possibly. But yeah, they get meals, um, similar kind of meals that also circulate quite widely in a civilian public. That's, I mean, there is similar kind of meal is very easily accessible for general public, mostly because of the earthquakes and stuff like that. Uh, the civilian ones often have like an inner build flameless heater, so you can get your food whatever the circumstance. But yeah, these are original from the self-defense force. I get two menus. I know what they are because I got cheaty stickers because I just couldn't be bothered checking the writings time and again. You don't know what they are, so the choice is on you. This one, like left one or right one, left one on the right one, and go and vote in the chats. Um, make my up mind for me. Left. Okay. Okay. So by the way, this one I never had before. I know what's inside, but also the left one might be a bit more interesting when it comes to variability of what's inside. So that's what this looks like. Dark green, like swampy green bag. Quite thick plastic. We're doing some ASMR sounds. I don't speak a lick of Japanese, okay? Maybe just some basic words. So I won't even attempt to read this. But from what I know, the top line says it's MiliMeshi or military meal. It gives you the ration type. There's types like A, B, C, I believe, or 1, 2, 3. This one is the menu name. And unless I'm mistaken, this would be meatballs. It gives you some sort of probably ingredients or how to prepare. Production date is September 2019. You can't see because of the glare. September 2019, and the best before was September 2020, so a year ago. Besides that, no other markings front or back. the plastic is a bit see-through, so you can see inside it. And there's a turn notch up here. Also, according to my sources and the GT sticker, this is a menu number 8 out of 20 something, I believe, so quite a bit of variability there. Japanese forces do have flameless heaters. They provide it separately, and usually it's a bag that can be reused, and just the heating part is provided for each meal, or they would be communally prepared and just dunked in a big pot of water and just distributed between soldiers that way. I still do have one heater, but won't use it today. I'll just dunk that in the pot of boiling water. Technically, quickest way if you're home would be to just dunk it into microwave, nuke it for 2 minutes, or 3, we'll see, because I believe the microwave instructions are written on the packages. So oxygen absorber, do not eat, so we won't. Okay, as you can see, there's a pack of rice, and yep, it gives you microwave instructions. So 1.5 to 2 minutes, or 40 minutes in boiling water. This is 200 gram pack of rice. Gives you all the nutritional information as well. Just plain rice, right? And if you pop it in the microwave, you want to open it a bit, like just this corner, to let the steam air out. The rice in Japanese rations basically can't be eaten cold because it's like not fully cooked. It's part cooked, but it's really hard and dry still. When you cook it out, whether microwave or in boiling water, it will become nice and fluffy. But after cooling down, it usually gets back to the dry and hard. So yeah, you warm it up before eating. And for the rice, we got the side, which is meatballs in a sauce. Another 200 gram pack. And yes, this is a single meal ration. And I believe, because from what I read, what I had before, this is like fried rice or rice with veggies and meat. Another 200 gram pack, and this doesn't give us microwaving instructions, but yeah. So plan for today is I will go and drop this into a pot of hot water, let it boil. I don't know what we're going to do for those 15 minutes because it does need the time. I'll probably grab, I'm sure if we'll use in tray today, so you can tell me if I should grab that as well. If not, I will just get some plates. And we got a spork coming as part of the experience. So yep, I will put that in a pot of water and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so the pot is on. As I said, it will take us, according to instructions on the package, it will take 15 minutes for the rice to get really nice and fluffy. Um, how are we going to kill this time? Do you have any ideas, my dears? Um, because what I can do is I can show you what you didn't choose for this stream. Something that will eventually come up one Sunday, one pretty Sunday, say in the Asian territories. This comes from Taiwan. It's not an official Taiwanese ration because those are really hard to come by. I still hope to get one day, but not just yet. I've already paid a bit too much for what you can imagine is in this. But this is a commercially available Taiwanese ration. It's meant to mimic the official military one. It's very light, like just, I don't know if it's, I'm pretty sure it's like under a pound or something. Can't be more than that. There's some crackers or biscuits. There's a couple small baggies inside. From what I managed to Google Translate from the sticker and from what I see online, there's some ginger candies, there's coffee, there's porridge, there's some jerky, and the crackers. That's about it. So this will be a very interesting experience once we get to it. But yeah, as I said, a civilian ration, and civilian rations start being more and more popular in various countries. Partially because I guess preppers, let's get ready for the apocalypse and end of world. Not to laugh at them, but also because weather cycles becoming crazy as they are, especially in some places in the world. You don't know when you end up stranded, unable to leave the house, and you want something that will keep. For that though, there might be better choices for stuff that will last in your pantry for years, but whatever. Especially when you're stranded, when you can't get to civilization, when your only choice is what you get on hand. You want to be prepared with stuff that you know you will enjoy eating. Because if you're stuck for a day or two, it's okay, you will eat anything. But after a week or two, you might reach a point when you will force yourself to eat. So having food on hand that you know you will enjoy, that's variable, and that will provide you a proper ratio of carbs, fats, and proteins is really important for well-being, not just survival, but your well-being. But also, a pack like this is really light. Pop it in your bag when you go trekking, when you go hiking, when you go fishing on a boat. Add just a bottle of water, and it's self-contained meal for like a whole day for some people. That's what I do. That's how I got into rations, because on one hand, yes, I'm curious about how the food from different countries tastes like, what's inside, how they build their rations. But also, I used to play geocaching. So basically, like a finding hidden treasures game. And when I would go to a new town, somewhere I never was, I would often just eat my breakfast and go out and not come back till late evening. And stopping for lunch in a busy tourist area can be a pain in the ass because there's always lines, people are crowding, everyone wants to eat in the place that you do. So putting an MRE in my backpack and just taking a break at the park sounded like a more like an easier idea. So yeah, that's how I would use the rations. Not so much these days, but yeah, still a possibility. I mean, even if you go, uh, not within the town, but you go to the forest or wherever for a whole day, you got your food with you. Everything comes in pouches, in packages. You don't have to worry about um, preparing the food with and washing your hands before, because like you got moist towelette to clean them up, but there's only so much a moist towelette can do. So that sort of gets rid of this issue. Yep. So yeah, that one is Russian, commercial one, um, civilian one. So for another day. Another thing that will come sooner or later, and this might get you interested, is I get on the way to American MREs or military meals ready to eat. Judging by the menus, they come from between 1998 and 2000. There's one that will definitely happen in late November. Turkey breast with gravy and potatoes. We're gonna make Thanksgiving meal. And the other, tenderly known as Four Fingers of Death or beef frankfurters. The older than you noise. I believe I had both before. I don't remember them that well. But yeah, I have no idea. I had stuff from this seller before, so I know once it gets to him, it's stored quite properly. Can't tell how it's stored before it gets to him, but I'm having my hopes quite high. Especially for the beef frankfurters one, because it's something that Zita loved yesterday. One of the items is potato sticks, like the potato crisps shaped like matchsticks. And the pouches are sealed in a way that protects them properly, so they taste like fresh potato steaks, even though they're 20 years old. And yeah, can you tell I'm so excited? They will get here this week. Quite possibly I won't be able to tell which year exactly they're from, because as far as I remember, there's not much about there's not many date codes in the older Russians on the outside. So we won't get which year that is until we get into. But also the exact components in each ration change year to year. Okay. The pot is yelling at me. Okay, we're halfway there. The rice is cooking very nicely, but you still didn't tell me if I should grab a tray or maybe just some bowls or something else. So let me know if you want me to grab my tray, because if not, I'm not getting. It's a bit of a pain to wash the tray after It's a bit unhandy in a regular size sink, but can do. Can do if you want me to. Yeah, she might have. Um, I mean, that's good. It's late for her and she needs rest. Um, okay, both. I'm still waiting for the food to finish because I had like first time I get Japanese ration. Um, I did just what I do with the American pop cheese. So just put some hot water in and just let it sit in that. And the rice was very unpleasant. So I'm giving the full time for 15 minutes or so. Also, I get some tea to go with that because as you might have noticed, there's no drinks provided. I guess again, either communal tea dispenser or maybe just water to go with that. But I got a nice green tea from Indonesia, I believe. So not the same country, but close enough. And I'll be right back. I've realized I technically don't even need a bowl because the food already comes in containers. So let me just put a little tea towel so I don't wet my desk. There's the spoon. I got spoke. I got one from previous ration, so I will leave this in the sleeve. So there's no point opening something, just use it once. So here comes the rice. Nice and hot and difficult to open. The glue on the sticker is very the truth is I don't even know why I'm bothering opening this way when I won't be reusing the container anyway. Okay, that broke. More foolproof way just to cut the plastic and peel it that way. Fluff the rice up a bit. You can see it's looking very nice. It's a bit sticky, but also very fluffy. Nice fluffy sticky rice. Yep, quite nice. Why does the rice look sad? It's just plain rice. We'll put stuff clumpy. Maybe it's just how I mix. It's not fully separated, so yeah, there's that, but it's not bad. I had worse rices in the rations, if that makes sense. Can I get to this without a knife? That's the question. Nope. So this will be a rice with a rice. A rice with veggies and meat. So sort of like fried rice. Yeah, see, this is what happens when it's not, because it was stuck between this and the pouch on top. This didn't hit through properly, so it's hard and dry. This is sad rice. I will have a taste, but it will get another proper heating before eat the rest of it. Now you can see what I mean, the difference between heating properly, where you can actually get the grains separated, and just getting it like a block. I very sad. So you get rice, you get more rice, and the last bit is meatballs, and I don't know how much of sacrilege I will commit, but I will pour the contents into the rice. But technically, maybe I should have had it on just on the side. But I think this works better for me. Especially since beside meatballs we got lovely juice or jus or gravy. No, stay. Got lots of lovely gravy to go with it. Should have gotten a tray. I should have gotten a tray, damn it. Okay, let's get you into the pot. It smells delicious. don't ask me what meat that is. Might be pork, might be beef. But so this cam doesn't the close up very noisily. So you have to believe me that it looks delicious and fuck. Really um a really soft, light and fluffy meatballs. The gravy, yeah, gravy is the closest I can name it in English. It's so flavorful. Like the rice on its own was plain, no salt, nothing, which is the way. But this gravy, it gets so much flavor to it that just mm. Gravy sauce jus. Yeah, I think gravy is the closest. Um, I think gravy is it thick, quite thickish. I think gravy is when you use the meat juices for it. That's why I call it that way. But jeez, is this delicious or is it delicious? Like, oh, I might just sit here and finish it completely. Just make indecent sounds at you, cause. If I'm nitpicking, like really nitpicking, it's a bit fatty. Leaves a bit of an oily film on my lips. But jeez, it's absolutely delicious. Like just, and meatballs are super tender, like super tender. Mm. And when mixed with the gravy or the sauce, the rice is goes whole separate. So again, so it's not clumpy at all. I'm going to ignore that right now. No, no, no being indecent on the streams, okay? I'm the only one that's allowed to be indecent because of how good the food is. Because, oh, yeah, okay. Last spoonful, and I will try the other one because this is just too good. Like, mm, mm. It may look sad coming in container, but if someone put that on your plate, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's ready-made food that's been a year past its best before date, and that was just reheated. It's mm, it's unreal how good that is. I mean, I know. I think we had last time Ration, what, 2 weeks ago, with some sad mushy pasta. Compared to that, it's like heaven and hell, just two different leagues. So, oh, yeah. Once we finish the stream, I'm going to finish this off because it's just too good to leave for later. My tea. So this one obviously won't be as good because, as I said, it's not heated properly. But you can see rice, some flavoring, possibly soy sauce, tiny little bits of veggies and meat. So I just get a little bite just for flavor. I remember it being quite nice, but no, not when it's so dry and not. No, no, no focus. Okay, happens. Hmm. So obviously texture is completely off. Like the rice almost still have some crunch. Mm, it's very starchy. Um, although, if I was hungry right now, I would have no issue finishing it as is. I would need to drink a lot, to make up for how dry that is. Um, but it's not bad, even underprepared. Flavor is very light. I wouldn't be able to put my finger on it enough to describe it to you. I think something oniony is coming through. A little bit of umami. Yeah, looking forward to having heated. I'm looking forward to having it heated up properly, so the grains are nice and loose and the flavor free shines. Because again, if not for how dry that is because of undercooking by me, it would taste fresh. Like that's the magic um, Japanese Russians got in them. Like they don't taste canned or ready made at all. It's just bloody delicious food, my man. Like yeah, I'm going back. If you got questions, if you want to chat about something, um, ask away. I'll try to answer, but I'm just going to finish this because it's too good. It's too good to leave it. It's definitely a very happy Sunday brunch. Mm. Snackies. I don't know if you need snackies with that. Um, Sweet snack. The other Russian most probably gets seaweed in it for a snack. Mm, for the rations that are distributed during post-natural disaster cleanup, they got either competto, which is like a tiny sugar candy, basically just teeny tiny sugar rocks colored in different colors, competto, uh, or they got mm, mini crackers. I forgot the name for them. I was trying to find some online. Might be able to get them in the future, but we'll see about that. As I said, they come with different kind of ration. I mean, competto is silly because it's basically just sugar. It's not even a really candy. It's just colored sugar, and yeah, it is what it is, man. But still, I'm going to show you something else. laughter is happiness. Okay, if you say so. Um, so as I said, these are self-defense forces rations. Ready-made and easy to prepare. You can just put the rice containers into communal pots. There's the rations that get distributed during natural disasters, cleanup, and situations like that. But also, these are a bit older. Stuff used to come in cans. Stuff still come in cans in some sort of Japanese ration. Not sure exactly which type and what situations, but these are old. I'm not sure how to read the dates on them, so I won't tell you the exact year or make. I will try to find that out before we get into them. Basically, it's rice with added stuff, both of them. They sometimes, I think this might be chicken. So this would be fish, maybe, I don't know. As I said, I don't really read Japanese. Both about 350 gram cans give you instructions to, boil them. I think for 25 minutes. And yeah, there's something about 3 days, I think. So I will try and translate later, try to find out more about them for the future. But canned rations came in sets. Like you would have a set of a can with rice with vegetables, like the one we got today. And the can would have just a meat size, so like a curry or chicken in sauce or stuff like that. There would be a can of vegetable pickles. I had them before. Not exactly my kind of pickles, but they work. And yeah, I think it was 3 cans, maybe 4 to this set. It's quite difficult to get them out of Japan. And once you get them out, there's also all sorts of hassle getting them in here. They come outside, European Union, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap this up for now. Finish my rice and meatballs off cam. You don't need me to see me eating. I mean, unless that's what you're here for, so sorry if that's so. But it's going to be a busy Sunday, so just a short stream this week. I think next week it will be, well, for people who do that, who celebrate that, that will be Halloween. Halloween is not exactly a tradition we follow in Poland, so don't expect anything special. Other than I might try, the 4 fingers of death and make it a joke. If not that, option B is the older German Ration, because it's been old and I'd rather get through it, see how edible it is. I mean, I've learned that the American ones, even 20 years old, if kept properly, are still good. But for other countries, I don't have that experience. And if you watch Russian reviews on YouTube, it's a bit risky. So might take a look at that instead. And I would think of option number 3 and just drop them into another Twitter poll. This time I would treat the poll just as a poll, not a binding vote. Uh, just to know what you might want to see, but the deciding vote will be mine. Once again, Japanese self-defense force ration, or MiliMeshi. Menu number 8, I believe, or some meatballs. They are, as I said, quite difficult to come by, but you can get them. Do try it. It's definitely worth the money. Food is delicious, and if you got a microwave, just nuke it for 2 minutes for a really, really delicious meal. And quite balanced, possibly, hopefully. It's heavy on rice, definitely, but yeah, delicious. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me. It's always more fun to have a company, whether it's chatters or just silent lurkers. Let me know you are appreciated. I see you on Wednesday for another part of Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I might change voice acting back to Polish because I think I enjoyed that better. So get ready to being confused about what's going on in the game. And then I see you in a week for another look into rations. Thanks again, and see you when I see you. Bye.